It's a new day, Noonan. Yes, it is, baby. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. The sun's shining where I thought it would. Right on my face. Right on my face. It's been an interesting week. It's been a holiday week, a hollow week, as they call it in Europe. Memorial Day is come and gone. I hope you did something with a family member, whichever one, Russian roulette to see which. Not playing Russian roulette with them, but like doing a roulette to see which one you hang out with. Please do not kill any of your family members. I had a good Memorial Day. Tell you what though, that tornado warning alarm, not cool. Wish it didn't happen. Woke me up, and the night before, I'm gonna be honest, I was struggling a bit. I was hurting. So I popped an Ambi earlier to get some sleep, and I drank one of those spiked iced tea things, and I drank a second one. And for me, 2 drinks, that's plenty. But to do it with one of them Ambis, tell you what, I did not sleep well, and I probably sent messages and bought things that I otherwise would not have sent and bought. But thankfully today, you don't have to hear stories of regret from me, because we have a very, very special guest joining us today. And right after this break, we're going to hop right into that interview, baby.
Ready to hit the stage? Go off script with the High Spirits Entertainment Team. Grab yourself, your students, and your team an afternoon with our improv comedy professionals. Learn the basics of improv, how to build believable characters, the power of saying yes, and the art of unlocking your full creativity. High Spirits Entertainment offers improv workshops, improv shows, improvised murder mysteries, improv children's shows, musical improv, improv open mic nights, and one-on-one coaching. Improv for all ages, from the best in Coweta and Fayette County. That's a lot of prov. Check out highspiritsentertainment.com to learn more. One more time for you in the back of the car. That's highspiritsentertainment.com.
Today, my beautiful babies, we are joined by the one and only, I say that as if everybody knows exactly who he is, Charles Thomas. Charles, yay!
Hey Harold, thanks for having me.
Do you have like a nickname that you go by, like in the Bid It to Win It group? Are you like Bid Daddy or something like that?
No, I am just a common moderator like the others.
Yeah, but you're spoiler alert, you're the creator, right? Like it's your brainchild.
I am.
Yeah, you need like Bid Daddy.
I'll see if Facebook wants to add those as the little flair that they put up there. You know, you have rising founder and top contributor and pain in my ass, you know, those kind of things. Bid Daddy. I like it.
Bid Daddy. All right, so tell us a little bit about you, Charles. You live in Noonan?
I do. I live on the north side of the county here and been living here for 5 years now. Have a wife, 2 kids, and a doggo. Just a pretty normal suburban Noonanite. You know, one of those guys that moved in here that you don't want because there's too many houses, too much traffic. Well, sorry, here I am.
This is the reason.
Yeah.
No, you look like spoilers again. You look like the kind of guy who would have a wife and 2 kids and a dog. Yeah. Which is a
Pretty
compliment.
standard.
Never mind. I was going to say I have a wife and a kid, but no, I have an ex-wife and 1 kid. So thanks for rubbing it in.
Oh, goodness.
Where did you come from? 5 years you've been here. From where?
Yeah. Before here, I lived in Fairburn, and before then, I lived in College Park.
Oh, no.
Just right up the street from Chick-fil-A.
So if you had to rank those first, second, third, best to least, how does it get ranked?
Oh, definitely College Park. It was fun, 10, 15 years ago, but it kind of caught up with it. You know, the stuff they sing about in the songs is it's kind of true. I used to think I used to roll up on Old National just going to Walmart like it was every day, but you wouldn't catch me there now. It's pretty rough.
What about Fairburn? I teach improv over in Fairburn every Sunday. So on Sundays, I'm in Fairburn from like 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., but otherwise I get to avoid it.
Okay. Well, Fairburn, they used to call me Mr. Fairburn up there. I don't know why. They just every time I go somewhere, somebody would recognize me. So I guess I was pretty famous over there.
Wait, no, there's got to be some reason. Did you like? Were you a streaker? Did you like run for office?
No, no, I just, man of the community, man of the people.
And then you betrayed them and you moved to Noonan.
I did. I did. Those school districts just, they'll gravitate you.
Oh, is that why you guys moved over here then?
We did. We did. We were thinking about having a family and looking at schools and then looking at tuition. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to buy an expensive house and pay for that instead of sending my kids to a fancy, expensive charter school or something. So we'll let the property taxes fund that.
See, my next question was going to be, which school do your kids go to? And if this was reverse, I wouldn't want to give out the name of my kid's school, which I probably have accidentally. But I won't, unless you want to tell me what school, or you can just tell me what school you like. So it doesn't have to be that your kids are there. It can be maybe you just have you're just weird about that school. You're like, man, I really like Evans. Ooh.
Oh, my kids currently go to daycare, and my oldest will be starting pre-K, funded by the lottery. So thank you for all those degenerates with those scratchers, funding that for us. As far as my favorite schools, I would say Brooks Elementary is closest to me and one of my favorites. I also DJ a lot of their events over there.
Oh, I didn't know that you DJ'd.
Yeah. There's another little tidbit on me. So yeah, I go by DJ Charles. That's CHOLS. I've been doing that for 7-8 years now, and I just know I've done over 100 weddings and stuff. So that's I'm pretty solidified in doing that now.
Besides looking up the DJ name, is there a way people can find you and hire you?
Yeah, sure. I'm on Facebook at DJCHOLS, and that's also my Instagram, or you can go to my website, djchols.com.
See, now it all makes sense why you wanted to do this interview. This was
shameless plug.
I get it. That's me 24/7. Are you good? Like, what makes a good DJ?
Well, a good DJ needs to have good equipment, stuff that won't break on them mid-set, and then also, if something does go wrong, have the right backup equipment. And I do a lot of weddings and such, so it's more about song selection and making sure the day flows properly, rather than getting up there and scratching like a club DJ would. So I don't do a whole lot of turntablism. But I also
is that what it's called?
Yeah. That's
so
what we're called, turntablists. But I'm not the guy that plays the whole 6-minute song and you're just doing this 2-step and you're just, oh my God. So you can fade into songs, you can do some other fun effects to keep the energy up. But what I found is being organized is probably the most important part. I get a lot of compliments on how detailed I am and how thorough I am. So that's really what you need to do. Just be on top of it, and fake it till you make it. Everybody does their first and second, and I was terrified for a little bit, but now it's kind of second nature. I hook up my trailer and I'm gone.
Do you have like a really bad experience DJing a wedding? Has there been one where like the bride got mad at you, or you played a song that made the mother-in-law like cry?
Well,
give someone a heart attack.
I remember once, no medical emergencies except for we've had some broken cut toes on pool parties. That happens. One time I did the introductions and I said, okay, it's time for dinner. And the bride came up and said, hey, we didn't do our first dance. I'm like, oh, whoops. Sorry about that. So yeah, we did it right before the dance floor opened, and she was pretty chill about it. That's other times, I'd say, trying to think when. I remember one time I was doing the introductions and I was either reading them too slow or the people were moving out too fast. I'm not going to blame the wedding party, but I totally got off track on the names. And, because I called out a name and I looked out and there was nobody there, and I'm like, uh-oh, geez. So, I mean, things happen and you just have to roll with it.
No, I mean, if you've done hundreds or 100 and those are your worst stories, that's pretty good. You're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, I've had some other mishaps with, I was in downtown Atlanta, and the loading area was so tight, I had to tuck the mirrors in on my truck, and even then, I only had about a half inch on each side to fit down this alley. And so I was already starting off pretty rough trying to load in. And then when I went to leave, I think I've had this new controller for maybe 2 months, and thank goodness I bought one of those fancy road cases that you see, the silver and the black, and it's all metal and heavy. And that cart hit a rut, and that thing went tumbling down about 10 feet into a little alley basement. And I thought for sure that was when I was going to get high on crack, just going down there to retrieve that. Oh my goodness.
I see, and I'm hoping you didn't get high on crack, but that would make the story perfect. Your first time should be intentional.
Yes. Don't do drugs, kids.
No. I see. I don't even know what crack. I know what it looks like in the TV shows and movies, but I've never seen it in real life. I wouldn't know. I accidentally do it.
You know, when I was in college, we had to take a health class, and there was a section on drugs, and I'm like, oh, this will be easy. You know, I did, DARE all throughout school, and sure enough, they started talking about ecstasy and ketamine and meth, and I'm like, what happened to pot and coke? Like, what are we doing nowadays, guys? Jeez,
See, I did the ketamine treatment like with a doctor prescribing it because I'm suicidal, which cool, fun. And so they're like, oh, this will really help. This will help like level you out. So I went to 5 different ketamine therapy appointments. Did not like it. Too high.
I mean, nowadays you can just go up the street and get you a little gummy bear or something, and it'll kind of relax you out a little bit. So I'm told.
So we're going to jump right into it. This is what now you are known as the Bid Master because of Bid It to Win It, Coweta County. Tell us about this Facebook group.
So the Chatty Women of Noonan had a Bid It to Win It group that my wife was a part of, and I thought that was pretty cool. And I said, you know what? This is America, and men should have equal opportunity. So I tried to join, and they wouldn't let me. And then they ended up just blocking me. Like, wow, that was pretty rude.
Did their original group, was it in the rules that only women could be in it, or was it not clear?
I can't remember. I know I answered the questions honestly. So, but no, they didn't let me in. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do something about this. So I created my own, and it's Bid It to Win It / Coweta County. And I posted it to another local Facebook group that I'm now banned from. It's the Noonan and Coweta Life group.
Yeah, I'm in that one, yeah.
Yeah, I got banned because I called somebody a scammer for those air duct cleanings, and they're pretty serious about making accusations. So
and they still do those kinds of posts. It's like, if
it's
all
ridiculous.
of your neighbors want to get their air ducts clean at the same time, you can hire 600 of us.
Gotta fill the truck.
Right.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna call them
So
scammers.
Yeah, I posted on the group, and within the first day we had 1,000 people. I'm like, all right, let's do this. So since then, we're 3 years ago. So that was in February 2021, and now we have just over 10,000 members. And I remember at the time, my goal was to have more members than the Chatty Women, and they had 5,000 at the time. So I don't know what they have now because I'm banned. I can't even see the group.
I'll look for you.
And for a little bit, there was a little drama between my group and the other group, as I like to call them, and they actually banned all my moderators.
Oh wow!
And they kicked all those all the girls out. So the guys weren't even in there, but all the girls that are on the moderator team, they kicked them out. And so it was like this Cold War style standoff between the two groups. And I remember somebody made a deal, or there were some backroom talks about letting. And so of course in turn, when they banned us, I said, who's the moderators on their side? I'm kicking them out of my group. So shots
very
fired.
Very mature of you. Very mature.
Oh, of course. So since then we've had a peace treaty, and we've let their moderators back in, and they've let my moderators back into that group. So that helps. Where we really get some benefit is, we have problems with people posting on multiple sites. That
Yeah, you can
breaks
do
the
the cross
rules.
post thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, how are you going to sell the same thing to the two different people, guys? It's only one. So there's that.
So Chatty, it's called CNW Bid It to Win It, which stands for Chatty Noonan Women. It is for Chatty Noonan members only. So yeah, of course you can't get in it.
Okay.
It started October 11th, 2020, so just a few months before yours. They are currently at, let's see, 8,100 members.
Woo,
So you got
to win it.
Beat, baby.
We beat them. We got it. We got it, boys.
Let's
and
go,
girls.
men. Let's go, men.
Nice.
Once again, you have beat the Chatty women.
I didn't know they started it just a few months before I did.
Yeah, so it's October 11th.
For a while. Well, okay. And since then, there's been some other copycat groups, or refugee groups, as I call them.
Groups.
Yeah. Well, the first one's legit. It's the Bid It to Win It guy stuff only. And that was basically whoever founded that literally copied and pasted all my rules, put it in his group, and rolled with it. And they are folk that, like, one of the rules is no clothes, no baby toys, guy stuff only. So
boy stuff.
Yeah.
A prostitute.
Yeah. During COVID, I what do you call them? Freedom seeds were in short supply. So I remember.
I don't know what that means.
I bid on some.
What does that
mean? It's for your bullets for your gun.
Freedom seeds?
Freedom seeds, yeah. Oh, you should see all the different ways that people word things on Facebook so that they don't get flagged. So, like, I get people on my group, they'll straight up say, yeah, this is a .45 revolver. And it's like, Facebook has removed this. Like, yeah, you idiot.
See, I never would have even considered that. They were calling them freedom seeds.
Freedom seeds.
And what were they calling guns?
Pew pew is pretty popular, or they'll just say, GIN or G with a number N or something like that.
That's so dumb, and I love it.
So I ended up buying some, and the guy said, meet me at the Coweta County Jail, 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. I'm like, all right. So I roll up there after work, and I walk in, and I guess I had a look on my face of either confidence or this guy's not going to jail today. Because the guy at the counter said, hey, you looking for some bullets? And he just slides them under the window there, and I slide them 20 or 40 or whatever I paid for them. And, yeah, I walked out of the jail with some bullets. So there's, try that in a small town.
Was this a guard, or was this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember his name?
No, I do not.
I want to track him down.
He's got some good stuff.
That can't be legal.
I don't know.
All right, we'll just start going through. I'll message Lynn Wood and see if he'll help me.
Yeah.
When I got, I was hospitalized before I knew I was a type 1 diabetic, and it was the same summer that I was supposed to be moving houses. And Lynn and his wife, I probably shouldn't say her name in case it's not out there. They came and they helped my wife at the time and my kids move like everything because I was in the hospital and was too sick. So I love Lynn no matter what. He can do no wrong.
Awesome. That's nice. You hear a lot of the bad side of the police and all that, and everybody has a good heart and they want to do well in this world. So that's good to hear.
Coming from the guy that was at war with chatty women a while ago.
I was justified.
You were justified because of Facebook groups. Now you got your bullets, right? Let's go back to that. What did you use them for?
Oh, just you gotta stash stuff away. I mean, it was the end of the world in 2020 to 22 or whenever it was. There was all the protests and all the riots and all the everything, and we're sitting here in good old Coweta County just arming up, ready for it.
We took
and
very
plus,
different paths, you and I. Because I went to multiple of the Black Lives Matter riots when we had them in downtown Noonan on the square, and I would film them and I would post them on the internet and everything. So I'm doing that, and you're at your house with a gun, loading it up with illegally given to you cop bullets. Okay. You could have killed me.
No.
Okay,
No.
Thanks.
No. I'd recognize that mustache and just, oh man, he knows what it's about. That's an ally right there.
That's because of the facial hair and the white skin. Oh, I hate that so much. I hate it. All right, so I'm looking at the rules because this is where, because I joined the group, you sent it to me like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. And there's a lot of rules. There's a lot of rules to bid it to win it.
There's 10 of them. And that's as many rules as you could have for a group. So we wanted more. We had to pare it down.
Do you ever feel like there are too many rules? And, well, do you ever like wake up and go, man, I just want chaos. I want to change it all and just see what happens.
I have thought about that. I just said, you know what? Figure it out, guys. Lord of the Flies style. Just send it. But really, a lot of those rules came from people. I mean, you have kids, so kids will always toe the line and push the envelope and just really, you know, what can I get away with, you know? And I'm just like, oh my God, just rein it in. So a lot of times we had to create a new rule or add to a rule to adjust it. Like one of the key differences I'm told from the Noonan, the women group, the other group, is you only bid $1 at a time. I'm like, well, that's stupid. Why would you do 1, 2, 3? You know, if I'm a seller, I want to get the most money possible. And if you've ever watched any auction show or a movie, there's always that one guy, $10,000, and he just jacks up the price, and everyone goes, wow. I wanted that for my group, so I said, you can bid any amount you want. And it's like bids start at $1, but you can bid any amount. And then there was a lot of people saying, well, this person started it at 10. I put in $1. It should be $1. I'm like, no, it's $10. But it says it starts at $1.
Oh, jeez.
You don't literally have to. The first one doesn't have to be $1, guys. It's an auction. It's like nobody's ever heard of an auction before. Sorry, I'm getting a little flustered here.
It's
but
adorable.
yeah, that's it. The other thing that we get talked about is our bid end time. So if I say this bid ends at 7 o'clock, that means at 7 o'clock, if you bid on it, you're too late. It ends at 7. And if it's ended and over, that's it. It's over. But if you go to the Chatty Women, you get the full minute. So you get till 7 minutes and 59 seconds for some whack reason. And then you get people that are, in both groups, scoping out deals, and they're just like, oh, I thought I was in this group, or that's stupid. It should end then. I'm like, look, if I'm supposed to clock in or clock out at 5, I clock out at 5. I don't clock out at 5:01. Like, I don't know. I don't know any other way to explain it other than if it's over, it's over. You're late.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Chatties one, and they have like their rules that are public, but then they have. It seems like there's another list of rules somewhere that you can't see. And I love that rule number 10 is that if you have a fever, you cannot bid or do anything. Just stay out of it in case you have COVID. They have not updated this in a while.
No. And then there's the other refugee groups. So there's a Noonan one, there's a Sonoy one, there's a Peachtree City one, and I don't think those have gotten a lot of traction. I peeped them today, and they got like maybe 300 members or 900 members, and that really is a free-for-all. There's a lot of duck cleaning scam posts. I'm sorry, legitimate duck cleaning services, pay after services received that are just flooding those sites. So, sorry guys, if you got kicked out, you probably deserved it, and I don't know.
Now it's probably
try out one of the other groups.
It's probably in the rules somewhere, but I don't have them memorized like you do. Are you allowed to like post services? Like, I'm like, hey, obviously not clean your duct because I know that triggers you. But if I'm like, I'll come over and help you with your wardrobe for 15 minutes. Bid starts at $1. Can I do that, or is it got to be like a physical item?
You can do services.
Oh.
We have a lot of photographers who'll do mini sessions and, bid on those. I think they go for, usually 60 or 80 bucks for a 20-minute mini session. If you're an avid photographer or just looking to start out, that could be a good way to get some practice in.
That makes the group
We also
so much
have
better.
we have one girl that does 3 hours of her time for anything.
Uh-oh.
House cleaning, babysitting, whatever. And I'm like, okay. So 3 hours of her time.
No questions asked, apparently.
Yeah, right.
See, now I could do that. I don't think I could make it 3 hours, but give me like
Yeah.
7 minutes. Yeah. I'll have to think about it. Because I could use some, I don't know. What's
Oh,
like
boy.
the, you might not know this off the top of your head. What's the most like a bid has ever reached?
So it actually happened a few days ago. We had a 2009 Nissan Altima up for bid, and it sold for $1,050.
Do you think that's a good price for it?
Well, according to a lot of the commenters, it did not pass emissions,
Oh.
so it was illegal to be sold. So it couldn't even be sold. And I just, you know what? Hey, if maybe it's not going to Coweta, maybe it's going to I don't know, Troop or one of those other, counties.
Yeah, you just keep lying to yourself, dude. That's fine.
Yeah, there was and of course once that person put that car up for bid, some other people started putting their cars up for bid, and they didn't pass emissions either. So they ended up pooling them because they said, "Oh, it turns out I can't sell it." I'm like, okay, whatever.
Do you have any personal rules for yourself? Like, do you bid on items? Do you post items for bid? And if you do bid, do you like, okay, since it's my group, I'm gonna, come really low to give other people a chance, or do you just play it like everybody else?
Oh, I'm in it to win it, just like the title. So another reason I like being able to bid more than $1 at a time is I don't want to just sit here and watch it. So if I see something, like, I'm gonna put 20 bucks on it, and if I get outbid, tough, because that's the most I would have went. So I can kind of set it and forget it type deal. For me, I always look to see where the pickup location is, because if I'm paying $2 for something, I'm not driving all the way to Sonoy. That's like 45 minutes. I mean, Coweta County's huge. So I always check to, like, if it's on my way home from work or close to the interstate, I'll definitely go a little bit on that. But other stuff, I'm not driving that far.
No, and if it's in like Turin, then you just assume it's rotten and broken and
Oh,
disgusting.
goodness. I just, you know, I see some stuff, from Moreland or Grantville, and I'm just like, "Ugh, I don't know." But they say it's a smoke-free, pet-free home, so it can't be that bad, right?
Yeah, but even a home over there is like a cardboard box with a glass of water in the corner. So,
Or pick up 1 mile from the pilot. Nope. Nope.
do you
Not doing
ever? And if you say no, I'm gonna think you're lying. Do you ever bid on something, and then if someone outbids you, you convince yourself there's a reason to block them and delete them out of the group because you're like, nah, you know what? That's not fair. I want to win.
There's been a lot of times when I see a lot of good stuff, and all I got to do is remove comment, but I don't. People screenshot everything in that group.
That's fair.
And yeah, it's like, well, I bid on this, and now my bid's gone. Like, no. So everything is well above board. I manage it with integrity, and very pleased to hear that we have more than the chatty women in the other group, and we're providing a good service. And the biggest thing about the group is the integrity, because when you bid on something, you expect that person to pick it up, and same thing, if you bid on it, you expect to buy it and be able to get it for that price. And I'm sorry it sold. You bought something for $100 and it only sold for 20. Tough. That's what the real value was.
I made one bid when you first invited me. I bid on a Nintendo Switch Lite, and I already have 2 of them, so I don't really need it. But I feel like you can never have too many Nintendo Switches.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it, but it was an exciting 15 minutes after I bid. I was like, oh, I'm going to get another Switch, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Yeah, there's been some stuff that I buy, and I'm just like, God, that I could get that at Harbor Freight, and I wouldn't have to, stress about it. But I don't know, something about the thrill of the deal.
And there's no way like you make money off of this. You're just doing this as a community service.
I have thought about ways on how to monetize it. There's the Noonan Coweta traffic scanner.
Yeah, the police scanner guy.
That dude, I actually asked to advertise on his page, and he presented me with this booklet. I mean, it's very professionally done. This dude is not some Joe Blow in the basement.
Right.
Like he's running an enterprise. And I mean, it had everything on. We reach 40,000 people a day, and this is weather reports and traffic reports, and this is how much activity and follow through we get and the reach. And I'm just like, wow, you're to do a quarter for 3 months. It was more than my marketing budget for I think I've ever spent on advertising my DJ business. But I was very impressed with it.
Yeah. So
I thought, well, maybe I could sell ads, and I don't know. There's just something about it. It's kind of like Wikipedia. There's no ads on it. I had thought about asking for donations, but that seemed kind of silly. And I know some of my moderators, like if it's very close at the end, they'll do a timestamp, or they'll ask for a timestamp, which anybody can do. But some people think that only the mods can do it, and they think we have to do it right now. It's not like I'm in Power Hour trying to put my kids to bed. It's I need to know if I won this planter for $3. So one of my moderators said, "I'll do it right now. Here's my Cash App." Like,
I don't hate that idea.
And so far nobody's done it. So I don't know. Tip your moderator. With tipping culture nowadays.
No, I think a tipping thing wouldn't be bad. I mean, I was just looking. You have 7 people running the page.
Yeah.
Of 10,000 plus members, so it's a good bit.
Yeah. We have a little group chat, and we just I won't divulge too many secrets, but there's a lot of funny stuff that goes on there. All the drama that you would expect with a page like that.
But we do know that people can support you at DJ
Charles, CHOLS.
Do you ever put those services up to be bid on?
I have thought about it. Hey, I'll do a 2-hour DJ, birthday party, your backyard barbecue, something simple like that. And I just thought, you know what? I value my Saturdays, so I'll just I'll stay at home and save the $100. God forbid somebody puts like $50 on there. I'm like, great, it wouldn't even cover gas to get out there. Jeez. Maybe I'll do it once and see what the true value is. A little market research.
So he's a DJ. He is the bid master. He is a father. He is a husband. He has a dog. What else do you do during the day, my friend?
Well, when I'm not DJing or running the Bid It page, I work at the Nestle Purina factory right up off of 85 there. So if you can smell it, we're making money.
Everyone has smelled where you work.
Oh, yeah. Money, baby.
Money, baby, for the dogs.
Money. Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I hope everyone has learned something. I hope the membership of your group hops up. I hope you get so many DJ jobs and you have no time for your family because you spend so much time working. That's what I hope for you, my friend.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me, Harold. I'd love to come back on and we could talk about some of the really wackadoo stuff that's happened on that page. A 2009 Ultima was just the start.
I love it. We'll already plan a part 2. I'm going to go through and start finding things that I want you to give me off of the page as a thank you.
Okay. I'll text you my Venmo for a tip.